Hey guys, it's a bad video today. 2020 has probably been the worst year in existence. And this is just as it's another thing. It's another thing that just keeps hammering down on this year. You know, it was bad enough, man. It was bad enough with the entire COVID-19, everything that happened. And now the live action is basically canceled. Oh my god, guys. Hey, how are you? Avatar Freak here. Welcome back to the channel. It's very devastating news today because we just got news that Bryan and Michael DiMartino both backed out of the live-action Netflix remake of Avatar: Airbender. It's so sad, guys. So today, this video, I'm just going to be talking about the potential of this live-action in the future and just reading through their statements and seeing what we can piece through about this situation. Let's dive right into it. First up, I'm going to be talking about Michael DiMartino's take on the scenario through his Instagram story. You guys can read along with me, but I'll be reading it out loud. And I'm sorry if I stutter because I'm taking this all in one shot because I want to get this video out to you guys very soon. So let's dive right into it. So, many of you guys have been asking for updates about the Avatar live-action Netflix series. I can finally tell you that I am no longer involved with the project. In June of this year, after 2 years of development work, Bryan and I made the difficult decision to leave the production. When Bryan and I signed on this project in 2018, we were hired as executive producers and showrunners in a joint announcement for this series. Netflix said that it was committed to honoring our vision for this retelling and to supporting us on creating the series. And we all expressed how excited we were for this opportunity to be at this helm. Unfortunately, things did not go as we hoped. Look, things happen. Productions are challenging, unforeseen events arise, plans have to change. And when those things have happened at other points during my career, I try to be like an air nomad and adapt. I do my best to go with the flow, no matter what obstacle is put in my way. But even an air nomad would know when it's time to cut their losses and move on. I started to reevaluate what's truly important in my life and what I want to do with what's left of it. I took some advice from Uncle Iroh and then looked inward and started asking myself the big question: who are you and what do you want? I also sought wisdom from, I'm going to butcher this, Stoic philosophers who were big on differentiating differences between what's within our control and what isn't. I realized I couldn't control the creative direction of the series, but I could control how I responded, so I chose to leave the project. It was the hardest professional decision I had ever had to make, and certainly not one that I took lightly. But it was necessarily for my happiness and creative integrity. And who knows, Netflix's live-action adaptation of Avatar has the potential to be good. It might turn out to be the show many of you guys ended up enjoying. But what I can be certain about is that whatever version ends up on screen is not what Bryan and I had envisioned or intended to make. I also want to be clear that this does not mean the end in my involvement in the Avatar universe. These stories and characters are important to me, and the renewed interest and excitement in Avatar and Korra has to be inspiring to see. I also want to be clear that this does not mean the end of my involvement in the Avatar universe. These stories and characters are important to me, and the renewed interest and excitement in Avatar and Korra has been inspiring to see. Writing this letter has left me with a very heavy heart. I know many of you will be disappointed and frustrated by this news. Everyone is disappointed and frustrated. I get it. I share your disappointment and frustration. I also recognize this creative setback is small compared to the problems we are facing as a society right now. No, that is not true, man. This is the one thing we all had hoped for. The corona would be gone, 2021, and this would be on our screens and we'd be binging this. But, you know. Alright, let me continue going. Thankfully, Iroh offered some wisdom to that, too. Sometimes life is like this dark tunnel. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just keep moving, you will come to a better place. May we all keep moving and come to a better place. Thanks for reading this and for your continued enthusiasm for the Avatar universe. With gratitude, Michael Dante DiMartino. So what does that mean? So we know after this post that the Netflix series will continue to go on, and that's true, but they're not going to be in it. And they're saying that they're not getting creative freedom. Exact same thing that happened with M. Night Shyamalan's movie. So I don't think it's gonna be good. That's pessimistic. I was so happy about this series going forward. And I had a lot of really good visions for this series, to be honest. In the beginning of the series, when I looked at it, it made no sense to see these characters in live action form. And the only hope that we honestly had was these two creators returning. That was it. And now we kind of have nothing. Let me know what you guys think. It's definitely not the best for this series. I don't think this is gonna be good anymore. But let me know what you guys think. I'll probably do an updated video on I made a video, very first video. It was like my thoughts on the Netflix live action reboot or remake, something like that. I'll probably be doing a redo of that soon. Let me know if you guys want that. So let's get on to Bryan's post. Before I get into the crux of the statement, I would like to make it clear that I am very aware and appreciative of the fact that I am in an exceedingly fortunate position, and that the following issues are indeed good problems to have. Even more so that we are in the grips of a global pandemic and a catering economy which have left millions unemployed. With that crucial context, here's the big news from my little world. Michael DiMartino and I chose to leave Netflix's live-action adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the series he and I created together in 2002. We will have no involvement in the project moving forward. Okay, so same thing from both of them. This is probably the most difficult decision I've had to make. Dude, wait, okay, wait. I know I messed up there, but did they use the exact same line? I feel like they did. All right, let's keep going. But there is no doubt in my mind it was absolutely the right choice. When Netflix brought me on board to run this series alongside Mike 2 years ago, they made a very public promise to show our vision. Unfortunately, there was no follow through on that promise. Though I got to work with some great individuals both on Netflix side and on our own development team, the general handling of the project created what I felt was a negative and unsupportive environment. To be clear, this was not a simple matter of us not getting our way. Mike and I are collaborative people. We did not need all of the ideas to come from us, as long as we felt those ideas were in line with the spirit and integrity of Avatar. We would have happily embraced them. However, we ultimately came to the belief that we would not be able to meaningfully guide the direction of the series. Though I am profoundly disappointed by how things turned out, there are wonderfully talented people who are still working on the series, some of whom Mike and I personally hired and got to know well during our time on the project. We worked hard together towards a shared dream and how special this adaptation could be. I wanted to see them employed, and I hoped they get the chance to do their best work on the series. Perhaps the team that remains might be able to do something fans of the original and an entirely new audience can enjoy. By and large, I have an incredibly charmed career, and I am grateful for it. And I am enormously lucky for the amazing global community of fans that have gathered around the shows Mike and I have created and ran together. I will continue to be deeply involved in the Avatar universe, telling the stories my partner and I want to tell in the way we want to tell them. I will put my time, energy, and talents towards the projects that give me the most fulfillment and where I am afforded trust and respect. Life is too short to do otherwise. Bryan Konietzko. So I'm sorry, I butchered a lot of those guys. It's my bad, bro. I literally saw a video about this very same thing, and I made my own. So cut me some slack here. So basically what's happening is both of them were not getting anything. Netflix were just not giving them any creative talent anyway, and they just left. So I think Bryan's post makes it a bit better for us to realize that it makes it better for us because he said that he shared some of his ideas with some people that he personally hired, and it sounds like there's a lot of good talent there other than the two main creators, which is very, very sad. I'm looking right now on a bunch of top stories, and they're saying Avatar is nothing without these two creators, and that this is all gonna fail. So what do you guys think? It's my look at this is it's gonna be decent, better than M. Night Shyamalan's, mainly because of CGI and Netflix being Netflix and not M. Night Shyamalan. but I don't think it's gonna be good. I don't think this is gonna be 11-time rewatch. I don't think this is gonna be commentary worth. I don't think any of that's happening. This live action is probably not gonna be the best. I don't think this is gonna be good now. Let me know what you guys think. I probably still will do a reaction to the show just cause, but you know, it's really not the best. But one good thing out of this is it's definitely coming out a lot faster. Netflix not being restrained to these characters, they're probably going to do whatever they want now, which let's hope is good. Let's hope it's good, but because of that, I just think they're going to be doing this a lot faster. This is definitely going to be way quicker than whatever Bryan and Mike were doing, because Netflix is a company. For Bryan and Mike, this was their baby. This was their project. This was everything for them, and now it's not. So now it's just a corporate project for money, and it's definitely going to be done a lot faster. It's definitely going to be rushed, and it's definitely it's not going to be good in any way, shape, or form. Let me know what you guys think. I'm After Freak. Hope I can get you guys next time. Peace.